Yo, this your boy Q Bar, and you already know I'm the host of the Barcode Podcast 414. And today, man, we about to chop it up, bro. We got an OG pulling up, bro. Two OGs, man, two legends, man, and they need answers, man. And I'm here to help them out. I'm here to help them out, bro. You know, my boy Greg Brown, and George Highshaw, man, they gonna be pulling up, man. And we're gonna be chopping it up, man. He put up a nice status, man, and I feel him on it. And I got so many different messages from GB. You know what I'm saying? Reading that status, I had to read it like 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sending them invites right now, and I think it's just time to talk about it, dude. For real, you know. Um, the community. I've sent them invites. I'm just waiting for them to join. I don't know if y'all in already, GB or Highshaw, but check y'all inboxes. I sent it. But like I was saying, man, I think it's time to talk about it, man. GB, like I said, he put up a status, man, and I got so many different messages, man, from his status, and I do believe it's overkill. Sometimes I be feeling like it's a slap in the face to you know some people, you know what I'm saying, that play collegiate basketball. But then I also, get the vibe of people not happy, people not happy with what's going on in their life today. You know what I'm saying? What's going on today. And and then some people just want to be solidified, and I always believe, amongst my peers, of course, yeah, I talk crazy. Yeah, man, bro, you remember what I did, amongst my peers. But I let y'all I'll let y'all decide, like, oh man, Q can play, Q valid, Q stamp, or Q overrated, or Q wasn't that good. I'll let y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna play one way or the other. I was gonna play hard and play the right way. You see the you know what I'm saying? You respect it or not. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people out here be wanting, that stamp, from guys, I guess, who opinions matter, and I think that's what hurt people. So GB, Highshaw, I tagged y'all. Well, check y'all inboxes. And thank everybody who's tuning in on this lovely Sunday right now. Um, it is early. Oh, it's 11:33 there. See, it's 9:33 in the morning in AZ right now. So I wake up to statuses, and here I am. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, my boy GB need to get something off his chest, or not even off his chest, but just explain, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, bro, it's basketball talk, bro. Like, don't take it so personal. You feel what I'm saying? So, mm-hmm. Let me see. They missed the high school way. Gots to be answered. Gots to be the answers, bro. Y'all know, when y'all run a high school, bro, that attention make you feel like a star. Just that level of attention, popularity, etc. Man, you hit this shit on the money. You feel what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. You hit this shit on the money. I'm not gonna lie. When I went to Vincent, I felt like I felt like I was in the, what's going on, G Shaw?
What's going on, my boy?
Man, cool. And I'm just explaining to them because I see this status right here, bro, and I agree with it.
What
When I
status you talking about?
well, I was just reading his comment, and I ain't gonna lie. When I was at Vincent, I felt like I was in the NBA. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? He said they missed the high school wave. He said it got to be the answers, bro. Y'all know when running high school, bro, that attention make you feel like a star. Just that level of attention, popularity, etc. I agree with him. You feel what I'm saying? But you you seen GB status, correct?
Yeah, when he said about guys needing certain validation or feeling like people getting left off the list
Yeah,
or
but
left off being mentioned or whatever.
yeah. I actually got like 5 things. Hold on, GB, check your. I just sent it to your inbox, GB. Yeah, GB. Hey, look at GB. You see him
Well, I
twice
can't see
off.
the comments yet. I see GB coming on here.
He said, "Get me in
Get
there.
me in here.
Get me in there."
He's finna go bananas.
We about to go bananas, dog. Yo, what happened, man? We gonna talk about it. We
He's
waiting
finna
for
go bananas.
yeah, he about to go bananas. Man, shout out to my boy Jadon Weaver, man, for sending stars, man, and everybody send prayers to my boy Jadon Weaver. He lost a real close friend yesterday, man, and send prayers his way for me, y'all, for real.
Oh, prayers to that young man.
Yeah, but you know, GB about to, you know.
What's the 5 things that you had, Q? Because I got a take on why niggas want certain recognition, and then I'm gonna break something down for niggas.
Yeah, okay, break it down. See, I read that
because
status.
let me
like
I want cats to be clear. This ain't no. A lot of times when people try to put a conduit to it and say something beforehand, that's what they're about to do. But this ain't no hating shit, right? A lot of these cats want recognition for doing shit in leagues that didn't matter. It wasn't no pressure on it. Ain't no pressure on playing in City League. Ain't no pressure on playing in this league that's whatever, the little league in Milwaukee that's going. It's a great league for the loved ones that's lost. If you didn't show up when the lights was on and it was something that counted, high school basketball, college basketball, or the pros, it's going to be hard for you to get recognition. And secondly, if you wasn't a winner. So I tell cats, you went to a certain school, you put up certain numbers because you played the whole game, but y'all was 11 and 20. Don't nobody remember that. See, Highshaw didn't have to be. I don't care if you say I was cold or if I wasn't cold. I played on one of the best high school teams ever assembled, right? So you had to be nice to make that team, right?
Exactly.
But our names will never be forgot because we won.
Y'all won.
We won when it counted.
Yeah,
y'all want recognition for putting up 40 in leagues, like even the All County. That shit matter to get the money, but where was you at before All County? And so the only motherfucker who I really be like, I gotta give them their flowers because they didn't get the recognition in high school is Wayne Tobias. Because in high school, Wayne didn't get no recognition, but when we got grown, he was the coldest nigga.
Yeah.
That didn't go to college or play pros, right? He was killing niggas, and if any nigga can say he wasn't killing niggas, they lying, right? He done hit me up in some of them leagues and done told me what he was gonna do to my team. He went out there and did it, right? But these niggas want recognition and did not win. You wasn't that cold to not win and get recognition. That's why they talk about the guys from Washington. That's why they talk about the guys from Vincent. That's why they talk about the guys from King. These are winning programs. People that did it when shit was on the line. You know how hard it is to hit a free throw upstate and you need the free throw? Huh?
Listen, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, GB. I'm going to let you jump in because I said you was finna go macadamia.
Look, I'm going to just say this. You feel what I'm saying? My era, the people that be complaining about lists and shit like that, I said my record in high school was about 110 and 10, somewhere up in there. You feel what I'm saying? So when I be saying like, man, niggas just be, that shit be fugazi, that's where I be coming from. Like George just said, like, winning, bro. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of niggas are scoring 20, 25 and never got a win. You feel what I'm saying? Never could win, never knew how to win and all that type of shit. So yeah, when you see a list, man, and you ain't on it, then that's just how them people feel. You got to respect how them people feel, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that feel like I was telling you, Q, it's a lot of people that feel like shit, GB wasn't that good. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I know the snap that I put down, bro. I don't give a fuck about no list with nobody.
Hold on.
I know I snap shit.
Who the fuck feel like that? Who feel that GB wasn't that good?
Somebody told Q Bar that they was tearing my ass up in rec leagues and all that. G, I don't know. I don't speak.
Hold on, but see, that's what I'm talking about now. You're talking about rec league. Did they play you the summer before you went to Alabama, that school down there, and you won conference player of the year after taking 2 years off and all this sort of shit? See, this shit though. All this rec league shit.
These niggas be in la la land, bro.
My thing is, do y'all think GB cared about getting off in a rec league, whether he got off or not? Is that gonna hurt his legacy?
it's not gonna hurt his legacy.
If this man had my first of all, and niggas be like, "Oh, you so." Do y'all know GB didn't never really care about basketball like that? So the shit he was doing in high school was pure natural talent. I seen the man get into the gym and work on his game.
Yeah. And
soon as he showed up, motherfucker like, hey man, we need you over here in Great Britain right now. Come on over here, right? Like the fact that these niggas think killing somebody in rec league that really did it when it meant something. Do you know how you can get off in rec league? Rec league don't mean nothing, boss. Whether I win, lose, or draw, I can pull this motherfucker up from half. If it go in, it go in. If it don't, it don't.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why I be feeling. Remember, I tell you this shit all the time, GB. I be feeling like it's a slap, not just in our face, but all the guys that play high school ball or collegiate and even a pro. Like niggas did a scout report on y'all, bro, and GB still had 30-40. You know how hard that is, bro.
Yeah,
you know how
that's
hard
very
that
hard.
is, bro? A team watching film on you for the whole entire week. And this player that's supposed to be guarding high school and GB, and they be like, okay, I got them figured out. And then GB get out there and had 30-40, bro. Rec league, bro, GB probably fresh off a partying Friday night, bro. High school partying with the fans.
No good stretching and all that shit. That shit,
Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Sluggish and shit.
Nah, I agree. Like some niggas, but I just think I think niggas take that shit too literally now. And now that we all grown men and some people care about it more than others care about it, you know what I mean? I just be like, dog, what did you do when the lights was on?
That's what I'm saying.
When that shit counted for something. And I'm talking about high school, college, or in the pros. What did you do? Did you even stick it out enough to play college at any level? Yeah. Because if you play NCAA basketball, whether it was Division 1, 2, or 3, you do know you a 3.7%er. Only 3.7% of all seniors go on to play NCAA basketball. I'm one of the dudes who did that shit, right? GB one of the dudes who did that shit. Q Bar, you one of the dudes who did that shit. So we know what it's like.
Let's say such and such went to the league, or this how this was, and then this one I know they don't know about politics and how this shit go. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them was good kids. And not even just good kids, they had the right people behind them politically. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they stuck through it, right?
I did not go to the league because of my game, all right? I went to the league because I was doing the shit that niggas trying to do now.
Hey, what did you do? Oh, yeah, that's a great statement. What did you do when you was at Nike camp? What you do, GB?
What you say?
What did you do when you was at Nike camp?
Listen, when I was there, I did what I was supposed to do. But on my birthday, it was time to go. I got
right?
He left the Nike
right
camp.
Now I'm gone.
So I always tell him like he don't come from where his dad or his big brother understood the magnitude of what he was doing playing basketball and how good he was. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all had what's going on. And my pops, but if you don't know what the fuck going on, you don't know what the fuck.
He don't know what's going on. Pops don't know what's going on. But like I had told GB, like if I was his big brother, like 7 years older than him, because Al didn't know what was going on either, I'd have made him stay. Sometimes it's like I tell people, going to the NBA is way more than your game. Just take for instance, when y'all was talking about Devin, and Devin know this. When he was at Wisconsin his junior year, Orlando got hurt, and somebody else had left, which moved Devin into the number 1 spot. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even know, Trail Fleming got recruited over Devin. Yeah, Trail Fleming had a heart month.
He had heart issues.
Yeah, so he had to sit back, right? Devin took advantage of the opportunity. Why? Because Devin, one of them niggas who always played against great competition. He was the average Milwaukee guard, but he had a solid base. He had some people that understood what he is and what he's not supposed to do. He took advantage of one great year, and he went to the league, and that shout out to Devin. And I always respect that because that's a nigga who I played against. But you can ask Devin, we was in high school, was he far better than any of the guards that he played against? He'll tell you no. He gonna tell you no. He gonna tell you, man, I had battles with them niggas, man. I won some, I lost some. Them niggas was just as good as me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but look though, I can't knock Devin. Shout out to Devin, cause
we ain't gonna never knock Devin.
Hey, yeah, before I got in that bullshit down in Alabama, Devin was trying to get me with Dallas. You feel what I'm saying? He spoke highly on me to get me in their summer league, and I fucked that off. So I want to definitely show Devin love, no bullshit.
And I always show D Harris love because playing against him, and he just kept elevating his game. I show all the guys from Milwaukee love that make it to the league because it's so hard not to be a Milwaukee nigga and fuck it up. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like a lot of us when we was young as Milwaukee niggas, we fucked it up. And we all know that story, right? It's something that we did. He played it the right way. He stuck it out, and he got accomplished for that. Same thing as Carl.
And he got Carl Landry. Carl Landry. He was okay. He was okay. He was okay. Once he got to college,
he was a role
totally
player.
different player. He was totally different player. Totally different player. You feel what I'm saying? People like and like I told you, Q Bar, Wante was good, but when he became a grown man, he was something totally different to me. You feel what I'm saying? He was a totally different ball player, bro. Like
when he was with y'all, GB, like you said, he was overweight, out of shape, and he still played good. When he shaded that weight, that motherfucker was, man, a pro.
Unstoppable. He was a pro.
Hey, Q, Diener used to tell me, hey, these guys gonna catch you and pass you. You ahead of your time. You don't work hard. And Carl and Wante is the example of that. Devin Harris, they examples of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This facts, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, as time progressed, you know, they getting better and better because they mental is there. They working at this shit every day, day in, day out. You feel what I'm saying? When I'm running around doing all this bullshit, they was really working. And you see that shit now. You feel what I'm saying? You see it.
Yeah. But like GB, from your status, I looked at it. I read it like 4 times. I feel like reading that status, I feel like some motherfuckers be feeling like they ain't happy with their life, or they not getting that. No, for real, GB, or they not getting that stamp from High Shaw or Boo or Greg. It's either it got to be them too. It could be more. But I think it's that though, when because people take it so personal when they don't make an underrated list, bro. We talking about underrated, bro.
Yeah, it get bad. But my question is still, Q, what is it? What is it that a person wants? You feel what I'm saying? Do you want somebody to say you was cold? Do you want somebody to say you was top 10? What is it that you're looking for that make you this angry when you're not on the list or when you're not mentioned? You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck do that do for a person? Hey, I got 1,000 people that say I was the best in Milwaukee. Now what? Now what? You feel what I'm saying? It don't mean shit, bro.
Right,
you feel what I'm saying?
right.
We got shit to do. We got businesses, kids, shit to take care of. You feel what I'm saying? So now, when you are mentioned, now what? Do that make you feel great? You know what I mean? Do it make you feel like you accomplished what you needed to accomplish?
Hey, GB, I think it make them feel great because they not used to being mentioned.
Exactly.
I feel that.
And so you looking at it like, damn, nigga mentioning you cold, but niggas been saying you was cold since you went toe to toe with D Brown, and niggas in Illinois is like, damn, who is that nigga? That nigga going toe to toe with Lil D like that? Ain't nobody ever did that, right? You know what I'm saying? We playing against Darius Miles, and Darius Miles come up to me. He the number 1 player in the nation. He like, I'm locking your shit down today. You ain't getting that shit off this game. You know what I mean? That's when I knew I was a motherfucker to be reckoned with. Big Zach Randolph shaking you up, folks, right? So I tell people this.
He really folks, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he big folks really that nigga like that. So I tell people like this, like, if your thing is you should be looking for respect other than recognition.
There you go.
They had a thing with Chris Paul asked Steve years ago when Steve was out here on the circuit. Man, what that dude with the curl at? I don't know his name, Brown or somebody, right?
Yeah.
Chris Paul, that nigga was that business. Where he at, right? But we all understand, dog. It's in the 75 years of the NBA, it's only been 5,000 people to play in the NBA in 75 years. That's the lowest in any profession in the world, almost, right? Only 5,000 people when you in 75 years.
How many people play basketball?
That shit don't have nothing to do with your game. It's a lot of things that gotta go good for you in order for you to make it to that level. We come from. When we say we come from the gutter, we come from dice games, shootouts, having pistols in high school, shit like this, right? But we just left that shit at home while we was on the court. Yeah. Our focus wasn't really different, and we didn't have, you gotta have a machine, dog. I tell people, when you become a senior in high school, basketball become a business. It's no longer a recreational sport. It's a business. Because when you go to college, a college coach got to pick you based off him wanting to keep his job. Them folks get paid millions to keep that job. He ain't bringing you along if you're going to fuck up his money. So it becomes a business, and it's what's right for business or not, right? Exactly. And so all of this, like, you want recognition when you should really be looking for respect.
Yeah.
Man,
When a motherfucker see you, they can be like,
Q,
dog, I remember you was nice. That's all it is.
there you
Ain't
go.
no recognition.
A lot
that's
of
it.
us that didn't make it, we were liabilities to business. You
Yeah,
understand me?
we were liability
You know,
to business.
nigga
But
didn't want to take me nowhere, and nigga didn't know what he was gonna get out of me. I might leave, I might cut somebody out. You know, I might just not give a fuck. And with business, that don't work. You
that
know
don't
what I'm
work.
saying?
That
And
don't
I'm
work.
saying,
Yeah.
as a grown man, I understand that, Q. But as a kid, I didn't. I didn't care
Yeah.
about it. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't even care. Like I told you, Q, NBA was never in my plans, ever. I wanted to be like my pops. You feel what I'm saying? He was having money a totally different way. That's what I've seen day in and day out. So that's really what I wanted. You feel what I'm saying? I really didn't care about hooping. I only took the incentives. If it wasn't for basketball, I would never went to Vincent. They would never see me. You feel what I'm saying? I'd have met George and them through playground and shit like that. But high school is not a thing that I would have been attended. You feel what I'm saying? Because it wasn't pushed where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey man,
yeah.
this nigga was gonna quit the team because he had to cut his hair.
I remember that.
Facts.
You talking about the game to go upstate, and they told you to cut your movie off, dog.
Yeah, I'm there. We're like, nigga, you not quitting the team. Just cut that shit
Hey,
off.
Q, I
He
thought
like,
that's
fuck
what
that,
gave
nigga. I
me the
ain't cut my
juice,
hair.
baby.
Nigga ain't no nigga tell me to cut my motherfucking hair. I'm like, dog, you cannot quit the team, dog.
No, I heard about who told me that. James Wright told me.
Hey,
James
Q,
Wright told me that.
Q, you hear what G just said? You hear what G
Oh,
just
yeah,
said?
he wasn't gonna let you quit the team.
And look, and I listened to him. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's why we won. We had leaders, bro. We had leaders, and we had niggas from the streets that would listen to them. You feel me? That's why I was telling Dave. That's why we used to kick y'all ass, man. Because we listen and y'all don't.
Yeah. I told
you know, niggas think listening make you a square. Niggas think listening make you a square.
No,
Man, if you're a leader, you know who to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know who to follow.
Hey,
so I didn't have a problem.
I can't say this though. You got GB to stay on the team, and he wanted to quit. And then it's almost like you set the blueprint for GB. Because remember, motherfuckers didn't want to pick GB up, you know, going into that open gym you were telling me about, Vincent. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that was shit. Well, he always been outspoken. So he ain't gonna hold his tongue as a young nigga too. And you like, and it just surprised me because I'm like, I don't think this young nigga know where he at, but let's see what he got.
See what I'm saying?
He showed the motherfucker what he got. He's snapping. Man, y'all think I'm a scrub? Ain't no motherfucker pick me? I don't know who he is from a can of paint. I say, shit, you spoke up. Come on, young nigga, let's go. He said, give me that motherfucker. Pulled up from half. I said, ooh, it's gonna be some problems around this motherfucker.
He made that motherfucker high show.
Yeah, he made that motherfucker all switch. And then 2 years down the line, he put us up on game. Like, dog, I play here all the time for my summer leagues. I didn't know that, right?
Summertime, man. I've been scoring 50. I've been scoring 50 in there already. Y'all niggas crazy. I'm on fire already in this gym.
Yeah, I ain't know that. You know, I never heard him because, you know, he never played Warning. I didn't play AAU at the time. Like, he was just a dude. You know, you get those jewels from the Hunters. Just like when I went to Vincent, nobody knew me. You know, Q them got recruited to Vincent. Q, Tay Butter, Jose, Black, people like that. You know, other guys just end up being guys that came there and happen to be, you know, great guys. But what he was talking about listening, dog, you got to understand, dog, it's been so many instances where them niggas held me accountable for my bad leadership, and I had to hold them accountable. I remember going upstate against Nicolay. I'm just having the shittiest game ever. And GP get in my face. Man, what the fuck you doing? You supposed to be the leader of this team. You supposed to be controlling this shit. And from there, I snapped into it. Like, let's go. Like, let's go straight. Turn the whole game around, dump off something to Q, and all this other type of shit. So I always tell guys, they think they the leader because they the best player. No, you the leader when you're able to get the best players to follow you. I was never the best player at this.
There you go.
Man.
Deontay, Freak, GB, Boot, all these guys are better than me, physically and basketball-wise. But mentally, I had been on that stage for so long, I knew what I need to do. I remember sitting down having a talk with Diener. Diener said, You can get 20 if you want to, because you get to the hole and shoot all the time. But are we gonna win with you doing that? He said, but if Brown get 20 and Q-Mont get 20, and then Deontay Tatum get 20, you probably only gonna have 6 points. But I guarantee you, we gonna win the game.
We gonna win the game.
We gonna win the game.
Now, how you feel about
that? That's what we did.
He told me that straight out his mouth. And from that point on, I was like, I gotta get these niggas off, man.
Yeah.
I gotta get these niggas comfortable with getting off. And it became a different thing with us. So
man, you just dropped some gems right there, man. I hope motherfuckers paying attention to that shit, because basketball is more than scoring. But how you feel about this, dude? When I went live the other day, GB said something about this. I think B Joe put at the bottom.
Yeah, there we go.
Ice Shaw and put laughing emojis.
Yeah.
And then GB will talk about what was it, the yard in Rose Park? Was it the yard?
You got to understand. I think B Joe was trolling because when them niggas was the shit for Warren and playing for running Rebels, ask them niggas who the first nigga to get them niggas that shit. Like, no, nigga, y'all ain't the only niggas winning this shit. That was me. I played Warren with all hood niggas. You got to understand me. Niggas that didn't play high school basketball was on my Warner team. And we always gave them niggas problems. Always. And so my willingness to sacrifice, people take that for granted. I told niggas, I go to Riverside my senior year, I lead the city in scoring. Could no motherfucker stay in front of me, man. We act like this what's happening, but could no motherfucker stay in front of me. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I was a sophomore on that 1998 team. I was the only sophomore on that team. Yeah. No freshmen, just seniors and juniors. It's a reason for that. So I don't really mind that, because if you go off what's the name, you be like, yeah, G High Shaw ain't really scoring. But I want them to put it in context. I averaged 9 points a game playing about 20 minutes. It's a 32-minute game.
Oh, my life. Yes, sir.
I played on a team. Like, that's just like a nigga saying GB ain't a scorer. GB was on that same team. He averaged 11 points a game. Q-Mont was on that same team. He averaged 13 points a game. Tay Butter was on that same team. He averaged 11 points a game.
You're
not going to get 20 shots.
I don't understand.
In double figure, bro.
Yeah, you're not getting 20 shots playing for others. It's too many good dudes, right? And so I understand the logic and things of that nature. But, it is what it is. Maybe I could. Maybe I could. I tell niggas this. Everybody that talks slick, I beat them.
Listen, you can't talk scoring numbers when you talking Vincent. You cannot talk scoring numbers, all right? You can't talk scoring numbers. I'm telling you. You got at least 5 to 7 people that could have went anywhere, average 20, 25. But easily. We all sacrifice. You feel what I'm saying? Like he said, Tay averaged 11 points. All right, man, cut it out. You feel what I'm saying? Q at a time averaged 11, 12 points. Cut the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That was the sacrifice for the system. So when you telling me that George can't score 20, then I know you out of your goddamn mind.
man, come on, man.
Shit is stupid, man.
We almost went through like the same shit, bro. Like, I was hot coming out of middle school. Diener didn't recruit me. I go there. I play power forward, center. I take the back seat. I'm like the glue guy and shit. I caught a lot of backlash, just like you. Shit. At one point in time, I heard motherfuckers saying I was overrated, and my peers was like, "What? Hold on, what? Q?" Like, "Oh no, y'all tweaking." So I know what the hell you went through, and that's why when I talk about it, it used to mess with my head. Like, damn, we didn't win with it though, and I took the back seat. Like, damn, should I have played my game? You feel what I'm saying? But listen to y'all stories though, and how y'all was together. We wasn't like that though. We weren't like that.
That was the biggest thing for y'all too, Q. That was the biggest thing. Y'all had to tell you
though, from what I've seen, and I don't know if Bill on here, because Bill come from up under me, man.
I already know him.
Billy is Zulu up under me. I worked out with Billy all the time. Just me, Billy, and Jose is the Zulu point guards all behind each other. And I think you go to thinking like, instead of just sacrificing, you want to get to that next level, and you think you know what it takes, and so that can take away from you. It can be hard, man. Is you gonna sacrifice, or you want to do you? And if you don't got when we never had the leadership at Vincent, if that leadership role didn't come from the point guard, the teams was tough. Like GB them had a tough ass team. His senior year, they didn't lose a game. But my whole thing was, why ain't Terrence Tatum taking over this point guard position and being able to kick it to the best 2 wings in the state, GB and Boo?
You want
Because you got
I gotta
Dion.
defend T on this one. I gotta defend. Hey, I'm defending
Go ahead,
T on this
defend
one.
T.
He didn't give T what he gave you and Jose. He didn't give it to him, T. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't trust him. He didn't trust him, and he let him know he didn't trust him. You feel what I'm saying? He let T play the one sometimes, but he wanted Boo at the point. You feel what I'm saying? Even when T played, he would tell T, give the ball to Boo to bring up. You feel what I'm saying? T didn't have no confidence, bro. He had no confidence, and I understand exactly why. I think if Diener treat him like he did y'all, I think he'd do much better. I don't think he'd do as well, but I think he'd do much better. And a lot of people be talking about T, man. For real.
Yeah, because I was looking at it like, damn, y'all got them wings. Y'all got Dion as a shooter.
Bro.
Yeah, no confidence, G.
Hey, they got Freak on there. Freak said,
what Freak say? Freak said plenty niggas took the back seat because we loved each other. On my mama.
There you go. Hey, that's a nigga that could have led the city in scoring.
Who gonna say Freak can't score 30? You know what I'm saying?
If he would have went to Riverside, he'd average 25 a game.
Come on, man.
He'd average 25 a game.
You got Freak, bro. Shout out to my dog. That's big bro, man.
If he'd have went to Riverside, he averaged 25 a game. And see, that's what niggas don't know about Freak. Y'all do know that he went to a Division III and was Conference Player of the Year, right? And so ain't no nigga that talk all that I'm underrated shit can say they was Conference Player of the Year in the NCAA college. Freak is one of them niggas. He didn't belong
there anyway.
Freak is one of them niggas. Conference Player of the Year in his conference.
Dog. Come on,
niggas
man.
talk like that shit easy, but name me a basketball player that y'all know was Conference Player of the Year in their conference. GB, wasn't you Conference Player of the Year?
Man, Montevello after missing 2 years.
First team, all that shit. Alabama breaking records, all that shit down there, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
They ain't never seen that shit, Q.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. I was just actually talking to Laurel Fran yesterday, though, because I guess he was in Alabama. He was in Tuskegee.
Yeah, he was.
Oh man, the story he told me the other day, how they respect you down there, dog. It's really GB. He like, man, you from GB? Oh man, shit.
You'll think I'm from the South when I go down there. Hey, because you know what though, Q? Hey, I showed them some shit they ain't seen, and at the same time, you know what I mean? I went in peace with respect. I gave them the same thing they gave me. You feel what I'm saying? Like they showed me genuine love down there, opened it up and made it comfortable for a nigga to just do what I do. There was niggas coming down from Birmingham to fuck with me like this the nigga.
I got a story about that, how I knew he was going to win Conference Player of the Year. Because you knew he was out of basketball for, I think, what was it, GB, a year and a half?
Like 2.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like 2?
About 2 years, right? 2 years.
So we hooping at Vincent. Marshall called us up there. It's young Bryquise Perrine, Deontay Garrett, Marshall, all in, right? I think we was playing 3-on-3s and 4-on-4s.
Yeah.
And GB was like, folks, I ain't smoked, I ain't did none of that. I'm in shape, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like this little bro, I'm finna get in this shit like I was in high school practice. Man, 3 plays in a row, that nigga put some moves on me. I said, he did this reverse pivot move. I said, oh shit, he is in prime form. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know GB, y'all know he don't beat you with the handle. He beat you with sudden moves and then he just finished. Yeah. I said, oh yeah, this nigga about to be there. This nigga about to be there.
Hey, but GB the other day, GB said that Montevello shit was easy though. That shit was
because I'm gonna tell you why it was easy, Q. Once I got in shape, I knew the game completely at that time. You feel what I'm saying? Before I was just playing off natural talent, just fucking niggas up. You feel what I'm saying? That's the truth. I really didn't learn nothing from basketball until I got to Diener. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn shit about the game until I got to Vincent. Then as I started really learning the game, bro, by the time I got to Montevello, bro, I was seasoned all the way. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm like, man, this the G that they need to see. And hey, look, Charlie was down there, Jackson State, all D1s. I was tearing their ass up. We played Alabama.
Then you play against Ryan Steele at Alabama and get 20 on him?
Him and Alonzo G. Bro, these facts, 26 on them boys. But look, this my thing. Around that time when we was having those exhibition games against those D1s, that's when my stock was rising. That's when Devin was on Dallas, like, y'all need to fuck with him. You know what I mean? This kid is nice. You feel what I'm saying? I had Dallas, Portland, and then I
Yeah.
had the Bucks. I end up fucking it off, but because of motherfucker James Perry from Green Bay, he knew Terry Porter, so you know they got me up in there, and I did well, but I was out of shape. I was throwing up like a motherfucker.
So you wind up working out, but you go to the
Bro,
workout.
I was at the Bucks workout throwing up, bro. These facts.
Yeah.
Why was you throwing up? You was drunk?
Nigga, I was tired in a bitch. Listen, G.
Oh,
Once
I was
that
tired
shit
in a bitch.
listen, bro. Once that shit happened in Alabama, I was fucked. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I just didn't care. I'm like, shit, I'm dead. You feel what I'm saying? Then that workout just came out of nowhere after I've been sitting for months. I gave that shit everything I had, G. I got the throwing up. They got the bringing waivers outside. Like, come sign this shit.
Hey. But see, that's how the NBA do you, right? They wanted to
this
see
shit don't
if
lie.
you were still being focused and working on your game because you still had a chance.
Yeah.
See, getting some money for us ain't never been no problem because we know how to get it the other way.
Did that fuck
You know what I'm saying?
Like you know, the NBA is the highest level, bro. So with you have an opportunity to work out with them NBA teams and you get to throwing up and shit, and that didn't work out for you, was it kind of like, oh fuck basketball, bro? Hell no, like, because that's the highest level TV.
I felt like I had one more shot at it because I had got some shit in Estonia, Russia. You feel what I'm saying? For 90. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go over there and kill and make my way like that. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I had kids at a young age. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Fuck me up, boss. This honest to God truth. That's why I talk to these little niggas, man, for real, and let them know the real about this shit, man. This shit ain't about how cold you are, how many points you can score, none of that shit. You know what I mean? This shit is all about will you be an asset to somebody's business, man. And that's what this shit about.
Oh, my mama, that's facts. Now let me ask y'all both this, man. Don't be biased either, man. I know we went to Vincent and shit, dog. Are we the best high school ever in the state of Wisconsin?
Hell yeah. What we talking about? Hell yeah. Hey, listen. If YouTube was popping, then Vincent would have been one of them worldwide things, bro.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Worldwide, bro. We was from 90. What was that? Whenever Buford started. From then on to about 07, man, it just was not getting done like that, especially in the state of Wisconsin. And anybody that don't admit that is out of their goddamn mind.
Yeah, I think Buford came in what, 94, 95? Where that was Diener first year. One of them.
Somewhere up in there.
Yeah, somewhere up in there. Yeah.
It was.
Oh, go ahead, G. My B.
No, you good. I'm just saying it was that run, man. That shit was different, bro. Like I said, shit, my record was about 110 and 10. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, man, Q, like dead ass, bro. Like
110 and 10 is crazy, and that's probably all probably non-conference games and shit.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Remember, we lost my senior year to
Tulsa East.
And Tulsa East.
So my shit was 96 and 9, I think, or 96 and 10. So
damn, talk your shit.
Yeah. Just do that math, Q. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It was win or nothing. You feel what I'm saying? If we didn't
I know
win,
TB remember this. Like, remember when Green Bay Southwest beat us and confetti fell from the ceiling?
Oh bullshit!
Who fell from the ceiling?
They was
confetti,
disrespecting Marshall.
The first game of the season. Green Bay Southwest beat us when I was a junior and we had Marshall, and they wasn't ranked. And when they beat us, they became the #1 team in the state. First game, 1-0. They had confetti fall from the ceiling, my nigga. White boy shot there 74%. And guess what the headlines read, Q Bar? Vincent dynasty is over because Winston is no longer there.
Ooh, no, that was
you think they was blaming that loss on?
You?
Yeah, see?
Yes, you.
See, that's why it's bittersweet. When I see niggas like, Teron Barker and the guys who racing, I get them guys they props.
Yeah.
But I tell you, that's what motivated us to win the next year. Because my senior year, the dudes that won the state championship together, none of us ever played together. None of us ever won a state championship. I mean, besides myself as a sophomore. We won that. And then they was like, oh shit, they can win without Marshall, James, Jose, and Rob being there.
Yeah.
So like that dude from Chicago say, man, it hit different.
It hit different. Hey, now can you agree with this though, Highshaw?
Huh?
That GB was the first one from Vincent to really bust out the 30s and 40s and shit. Diener allowed him. Would you say that?
Yeah, for a Diener team, you know, you gotta know Von McDade, who didn't play for Diener, who was the hillside street nigga. He played 1 year at Vincent his junior year, and he used to drop 40s and 50s on the regular. He got the scholarship to UW. He dropped 50 on Illinois back in UW. Von McDade, that's the OG.
Von McDade, shout out to him there.
Yeah, Von McDade's a triple OG. Like he put up 50 in NCAA. I think he still got UW record for putting up the 50. Like,
yeah,
he was something special.
Hey Q, see that's why I like when G around, because when I'm saying that type of shit, I don't know this. You feel what I'm saying? And I respect it. But that's the reason why I just stopped saying the coldest shit, because once I got people coming up to me telling me about, man, you remind me of Calvin Rayford, D. Wright, shit like that. Like, bro, I ain't even seen them play, and I'd heard it so much that I got the utmost respect for them, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a comment in there that say maybe King or Washington, but V House probably. So I want to put a conduit on that, because I gotta get some love. I think Washington and King did it better for over periods of time. Like, you know, they got state championships in every decade, both of those teams. Those were perennial all-stars. But I don't think nobody did it like us for a period of 10 years. So for a period of 10 years, it wasn't a basketball program as dominant as the Milwaukee Vince. You got to understand, I think, 10 or 11 straight trips to the state tournament, and 5 of those trips were wins. And so, and the other trips were like championship games. So we were either first or second for like 10 or straight years. And so I want to put a conduit on it, because Washington, that 85 team, great team, that 87 team, great team, that 93 team, great team, that King team with Deontay Fenor and them, great team. You know, it was a one King team, I think 1990 with Eric Jackson and them. They had 3 all-state players. They were a great team. It was great teams. I just think for a team to do what we did in a period of 10 years had never been done before. Probably besides Lincoln came close to it, but they wasn't even, not for 10 years. So I want to put a conduit on that. Like I always, because we always thought about outdoing what Washington did, outdoing what King did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Now, have y'all ever had a season like that, Highshaw? Like, I want to say 03. Was it 03? Yeah, 03. When they had Jahi Craig on that King team, they had an undefeated season, 26-0, and won the state title.
No, it wasn't 03.
It won 03? What was that?
I think it was. It might have been 03 or 04. No, but I don't know who they played to get that title. In 1998, we went 25-1, and we lost to Frankie Williams, who was an All-American, and he played for the New York Knicks. And Diener always say they cheated us, double pump clutch in the corner, and the rest was like the time when but them niggas ran off the court, and they said it was in Rockford. It was a whole controversial thing. I don't know who King played, but our schedule was top notch. We played Khalid El-Amin, we played Frankie Williams, we played Brian Cook and the team in St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
We played Henry GB at the Target Center. They was a 3-time state champion in Minnesota. We played Najee Eccles them for Quentin Richardson, Whitney Young. So like we played Chris Webber School, Shane Battier and them brother. All that. Our schedule was top notch. So if we lost to you, you really beat us. Like you earned your due. Like Deontay Moses, Bayview team.
No, why you smiling, GB?
He was a fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? Scott Merritt, Wauwatosa East team. I lost to King. Shout out to Mike Jackson. I think he goaltended my shot at the end. That is what it is. But you know,
review that shit. Now,
but I think me and GB could say the same thing. No team beat us twice. I don't remember losing to no team twice.
Nah.
And all them niggas lost to us twice.
When they beat us,
tell Joe, tell whoever. Anybody from the King, all them niggas lost to us twice.
None of them niggas beat us twice.
You need more here.
Yeah, that's true.
That was their national championship.
Yeah.
However you do it.
Now, AJT Shaw, GB asked me this the other day. I'm going to ask you this. who was your favorite player to play with on Vincent? I said Nick Polk.
I went with Deontay and you.
Yeah.
Man, I don't.
Too hard.
I
My
don't know.
favorite. Yeah,
My senior year, I loved all them guys. Dog. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm finna fuck GB head up. My favorite player is Drew Skeeter because he never listened to Diener.
See,
You know how we up 20 or 25 in the game and Diener don't want you to shoot? Oh, Drew Skeeter finna get 30. It got to the point where Diener was just like, fucking throw Drew Skeeter in the game. And guess what happened to Drew Skeeter, Q-Bar? He did not play for Vincent. His senior year, he transfers to New York because his mom moved, right? He go to New York, he break the school records for 1 year, and he get a scholarship to Florida Atlantic University and become a D1 player. Now, that's what I tell people. This is the dude who only got in on blowouts. Drew Skeeter, look him up.
Yeah.
Facts.
Damn.
When Diener used to say, hold the ball.
Hey, Q-Bar.
Don't put that motherfucker in Drew Skeeter hands.
Drew Skeeter was J.R. Smith. No bullshit.
Shooting that motherfucker.
Drew Skeeter will hit you for 20 in 3 minutes.
Yeah, 20 and 3 minutes. We seen Drew Skeeter and Boo do Juno so nasty, dog. It was like Diener damn near want to put us back in the game.
How tall was
because
Drew?
We was beating Juno early, up in the second quarter, down there by 20. Diener take us out. Now, when you take us out, you got to put subs in. Our subs are Boo and Drew Skeeter. Man, Boo and Drew Skeeter is dunking every other play.
Yeah. That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like,
be like, no, that nigga was like JR, Highshaw talking about that nigga did not listen to Diener, dog.
Who?
Drew Skeeter.
I know, Drew Skeeter listen to Diener. He like, Diener, I don't play that much, boss. I get in the game. I'm putting this motherfucker up.
I got to get my buckets. Yeah.
It got to the point where Diener was like, fucking Drew Skeeter's not going to fucking listen.
Like, Skeeter Q-Bar. Oh, what no? Shooting that motherfucker. Hell yeah. See, a lot of people were scared of Diener. See, I wasn't scared of Diener, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why me and Diener cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. I ain't gonna lie. But, yeah.
A lot of people was definitely scared of him.
Yeah, a lot of people were scared of Diener Highshaw, dog. They were scared of him. Like, I used to go into practice Highshaw and Uncle Rick used to have to pull me to the side, like, well, shit, you know, Diener, like, making sure you don't throw the fucking ball at him today or, you know, try to choke his ass out. I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. I had a good day in school.
Oh, so you was Tay Butter Jr. then, huh?
Yeah, don't fuck with me, Diener. I was on that. Like,
hey, that Deontay Tatum that you know now, that's not the same person. He was like, he was super thug. He was thugnificent.
Hey.
I heard about Tay Butter.
When P. Rod was going through his thing, Tay Butter almost quit the team too. Like, you know what I mean? And shout out to P. Rod too, because if he wasn't a street nigga at so young, you know what I'm saying? He one of the first tall dudes to just knock down the jumper consistently. But P. Rod was a street dude.
He got a story that people don't know about as well.
Yeah.
The way he grew up and shit like that. He got one.
Yeah.
He got one.
Yeah, I chopped it up with bro. I want to get him on the podcast. Man, I want to get you on the podcast too, Highshaw, dog. Oh man, I can't wait, dog.
He got one.
It's gonna be good.
So I'm looking at these comments.
Oh, you is? Okay, yeah, we can read some of these comments, man.
I should have been like Skeeter Q-Bar.
I can't even see him. Why I can't see him?
What about now, GB? If I post it like that, can you see?
No,
you gotta go in there and look at comments. Facts. Put 30 on Trey Johnson, who played with Kobe in LA and LeBron.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Facts. Put 30 on Trey Johnson, who played with Kobe in LA and LeBron.
Who is Trey Johnson? You know him, GB?
What'd he say? Trey Johnson?
You put 30 on Trey Johnson.
You put 30 on Trey Johnson. Damn, GB, you know who you put 30 on? And they said he played in the league with Kobe and LeBron.
Hey, look, Q, a lot of I damn near don't even remember how to get to some of my partners' house right now. I forgot. Send me the location.
Yeah,
no, I said he forgot to get to some of his partner's house.
Yeah. Okay, hey, this one say GB kicked Jackson State ass when he was in Alabama.
That gotta be Charlie, baby.
That's Charlie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Charlie. Charlie was down there with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was at Jackson State.
GB,
Oh,
what
he
you
went to
want?
school down there.
Hey,
Okay,
Q, I was,
shout out to
What you
hey,
Charlie.
want, GB, right here,
Shout
bro?
out to Charlie for seeing that shit.
hey, Q.
No, look at this.
I was
Nice,
looking
so he
at that
said,
like
shout out
this my
to
time to show him I belong.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my
Yeah,
time. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
And Q, seeing people down there from where I'm from just gave me that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah.
shit, now I really got to get off because I got to represent. Because I know they out there talking like that's my boy from the town. You know what
But
I'm
see,
saying?
Yeah.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but see, I just thought of a name that people say dudes is underrated and don't get mentioned. I'm thinking of my boy Donald Chapman, Luke Chapman, who played for Bayview, right? The reason why Bayview went upstate because his floor general leadership. He also went to UNC Wilmington, and they made it to the tournament because of his floor general leadership. And that's a guy, he got Nike cancer shit. You would never hear Luke come on here and say, don't nobody give him his credit, because when other ball players see him, we give him respect. Like Lou was one of my toughest competitors, right? He's an all-around genuine good guy. And don't nobody ever really mention Lou like that. And Lou was one of those guys, man. You got in front of him and you knew it was gonna be a tough night, man. Regardless of who you was. And so
Hey, look, let me piggyback off that one time. Just one time, because I'm gonna keep saying this shit until niggas start giving him his respect. I'm telling you this right now. Keon Williams was the real deal, bro.
yeah,
I don't know why people don't show him love, bro. Man, that nigga was ready, like for
Keon
real.
was a real deal.
Man, he had
he
a
just
bag.
had problems when G. Hishaw got in front of his face, but he was a real deal, though. I ain't gonna front. He was a real deal.
No, I love
they used to see niggas come out in the warm-ups looking like an army. They was beat already. Game over already.
He was a real deal, though. Just like Freddie O. Freddie O killed me one time. I said, Freddie O, man, you never really had a good showing for me in high school, boss. You know what I mean? I set you down a lot. And he said, that's cool, G, because he said, that's cool, G, because I went to the Final Four and shut niggas down a lot. I said, I love that right there, Freddie O.
Hey,
I love that.
The toughest defender in that era that I played in, Xavier. All right. X, man. Stop.
X from Washington.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna give it to Pud from Washington.
Every time I scored on him,
Puddy Turner for me.
Yeah.
I like him too. He locked up. But X was just so long. He reminded me of Tay. You feel what I'm saying? Tay Butter was so hard to score on, and that's what X reminded me of. Like every time I scored, I ain't gonna need lie. I work like a motherfucker.
Okay, so I just seen the name, and I gotta pay respects for a dude that don't get mentioned a lot. And this is my little homie, and I was proud of him because he came up behind me, and that's Louis from the East, right? He almost like the same as GB. It was all natural talent. But he got 2 state championships also with King too, right? He come up under my wing, Q-Bar. Yeah. Like when I used to go, it's like GB will tell you this. In the city, it could be different from your hood because you be a legend in your hood way before you like 14 for most of us. I was a legend on the East Side way before I became a legend at Vincent or whatever people may want to say. And Louis was one of the young dudes that ran up under me, man. He was like 10 and I was 14 and he was on the court with me. And I want to shout out to Louis, man, for
Louis was nice.
Like you know who go at it from my hood? They always who could beat who and who was the better? Louis and Lil Tojo. So you know they got like a thing going on because they like the same. And both of those dudes are legends, you know what I'm saying? Hands down. You know, street guys, but kind of like that, but both legends, man. And so that's one thing that I took pride of. What did your little homies do that came behind you? Because I motivated a lot of dudes hooping. When you talk about Danny McKeon, that's my little homie. Laurentez Daniels, that's my little homie.
That's my little
Louis,
bro.
that's my little homie.
Hey,
Tojo,
LaRon
that's my
Ragsdale,
little homie.
okay? LaRon Ragsdale.
Yeah.
He went to Madison. He was one of those guys that, you know, without him and what he brought to Madison, I'm talking about they did nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And people don't even talk about him. You feel what I'm saying? He's doing great shit right now too, but man, he was tough, bro. He was tough.
Yeah.
No bullshit. He was tough out there.
Yeah, Louis was tough.
He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. I ain't never seen him say nothing about no list or about none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he definitely deserved flowers, boss, because shit, he was one of the ones that when he got in front of you, shit, you ain't want him there. He was a gnat, bro, like for real.
This what I tell all hoopers. You ain't got to worry about no list or nothing. Just think about it at your age right now. If dudes still come up to you and talk about what you did on the court, you valid.
On my mama.
I'm talking about dudes out of nowhere. They ask you, dog, I remember you at Riverside used to be killing. That means you valid, boss.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need no list for your validation. All you need is people who see you to be like, hey, I remember you.
From
who played for such and such. That means you valid, boss.
I think it's from who though? Like if a George Highshaw and the GB say like, bro, you used to be killing, bro. But if it's some regular schmegler, bro, and they like, bro, I seen you killing, bro. They not gonna value that shit.
I don't see why not, because this the thing about us.
No, you take that. Q, you
supposed to take all that because
that count, Q.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this.
It count.
Once I graduated high school and
jumped off, and the auntie or whoever. As long as it ain't your family and shit like that.
Somebody on here said Tech and Vincent systems were the same. You smoking crack.
Yeah.
We didn't have, all we had was a defensive system. We didn't have no offensive system.
Yeah.
Just get a ball to whoever got the weak link, and then we go at you.
They don't even understand the whole objective of red, bro. Motherfuckers couldn't guard y'all, so they play zone. So Diener like, we gonna pull this shit out. Y'all come out this motherfucking zone. Highshaw, Billy, Jose, GB, Boo, bam, break the defense down, throw the lob, Q-Bar, Marcus, Carl Landry. Like, stop playing, bro. It wasn't no stall. You weak ass niggas was playing the zone, bro. Play some man-to-man defense, nigga. It wasn't no stall.
Yeah, they always talk about y'all stall the ball. If we stall it, take it. And shout out to MAS girls. They had a wonderful season. But what happened with them when they tried to stall? That shit don't work if you don't know what you're doing and you got 4 guys that know how to handle and pass.
Yeah. Motherfuckers probably didn't even know up the line, on the line at these other schools, man. You feel what I'm saying?
They learning it now. Now that I'm going plus Q, they got it now. A lot of players that played against us, they teaching it now.
Who said I never lost to Vincent when I left? Who was that?
Hold on. Who said
you didn't play our Vincent? Who was that?
Man, what? Listen. When I was in high school, bro, my win percentage against North Tech, like we 2-2 against King. I beat King 2 times when I've been in high school and lost to them twice. And let's not forget either, Highshaw. When Kingdom got that one loss pre-senior year, that was against us.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know what niggas be talking about, bro.
I think he's trying to say that Tech had the same system because DP went over to the coach Tech. I don't think y'all understand. DP was our defensive coach. He was our defensive mind. We did not have an offensive system. Our offensive system was kill your ass. So we ran 3 out, 2 in, we went 4 guards and 1 person in. We didn't have set up the play and get it to GB on the win. No, we moved that motherfucker and got at you. We didn't have an offensive system. We never had we running a swing or nothing like that. No, we didn't even have. We couldn't shoot like that back in high school to be running those swings.
Q, my senior year, if it wasn't Washington or King. Get that shit out of here.
It was the only 2-game circle, bro.
Smoking that shit. We smoking that shit. Get that shit out of here.
Hey, look, GB.
Hey, somebody said DP didn't know how to coach.
That's Rentez.
Yeah, hey, Rentez, you tripping. DP just didn't know how to coach undisciplined players. So all 12 had to be disciplined, not 1 or 2 of y'all. All 12 of y'all had to be disciplined.
He said what?
He said DP didn't know how to coach. I say, you just had to be a disciplined player. The whole team had to be disciplined to understand what DP was trying to get across. And that's
because he was military. He was military.
He was military. He was military.
He even had the haircut too. Oh, I remember this, Louis. Chill out, dog. Louis did hit the game winner on our senior year, dog.
That's that east side, Eddie. He come on one of my tree, man.
Hey, listen, on some real shit, dude. This count up. He hit that shit on Elliott, man. Elliott was a Mesmer nigga, fam. You feel me? He hit it on a Mesmer nigga, bro.
Oh, y'all had a transfer coming there?
We had a transfer, fam. Come on.
Hey, dog, I just want y'all to understand, like, this another dude that don't come on here tripping. I don't know if y'all know his name. His name's Tremel Sauer on Facebook. We called him Dirty Reggie at Vincent, right?
Yeah.
And he went out for the team every year. Same grade as me. He never made the team. He transferred over to North. I think he had like some complications, but he ended up just keep working on his game.
This dude go to junior college and become a junior college All-American, and then go play. I think Division II basketball. It might have been Division I or II, man. And it was a standout, man. Like, and so I just like it's some dudes that they never mentioned, but Reggie was that dude. Like, once he became grown, he became nice with the game, man. And he a product of Vincent.
Yeah, and I see this status right here. Yeah, I definitely lost the
I want to ask you this now, G.
Yeah.
G, you going Lil Bob or Lil Billy?
Ooh, he asked me this. I got to hear what you got to say right here. Hi, Shaw.
I asked JD last night. He couldn't answer. He said he don't know.
Because I think Bob kind of got railroaded at Riverside. Man, when they was both 14, man, I wouldn't mind having either.
I want to say this. I know, I came up just watching Lil Billy. You feel what I'm saying? I always followed him, was trying to be a big brother to him. But once we combined with the Rebels, man, I seen some shit in Lil Bob. I said, God damn, dog, man, Lil Bob, bro, Lil Bob for his size, man, that dude is something else.
Yeah, Bob was a menace, man. Bob was a menace. I'm gonna say this. I think Bob can score better.
5'5" or whatever he is.
I think Bob can score it better. I think Billy leadership could have been better, but I think Billy folded under the pressure, and it just was a lot of pressure, man. You had to come behind Jose, G High, and then Tay Butter, like one Billy, the next GB or Boo, and then Tay Butter. I think Billy folded under the pressure.
Big bro, no. GB didn't know this yesterday. GB asked me this yesterday, and I could be biased, but Billy led us our sophomore year, bro. When we was on varsity, our first year, bro.
Yeah, but what about his junior and senior year?
Well, you got to think about it. Q-Bar came out the shell.
Yeah,
Niggas came out the shell, bro.
But what I'm saying is he's supposed to continue to lead y'all.
Yeah, but Billy admit that he wasn't a leader, though. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, look.
But look, check this out, too. He didn't know this either.
Hey, Q.
He said Billy or Bob. Billy won the matchup when Bob was a senior and we were sophomores.
I believe that. I believe that.
I'm not biased. I love Bob to death. Yeah. Give me little Billy, man.
I believe that.
I can't see GB.
I'm with you. I won't go against that.
Okay. Give me that.
I won't go against that.
I just had a high ceiling for Billy because I think skill-wise, like when people talk about skills, I think skill-wise he was almost better than me and Jose. But I just think mentally,
man, the dude he could dribble that ball like crazy.
Billy can do everything, and he can shoot it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think mentally, oftentimes, and Bill been good since he was like 8 years old. Yeah. And oftentimes you get a basketball overload, dog. The shit become too much. You know what I'm saying?
You don't feel like Bill reached his peak in high school?
Could have, but how hard did he? Like I didn't know how to work on my game until I became a grown man. I don't know if. Like from our era, we didn't know how to work on our game. We just went to go hoop to get better. It wasn't the individual skill set like you got now, where you can actually hone in on your weaknesses and be able to work on your game. I don't know if Billy knew how to do that because I didn't know how to do that. You know what I mean? You weren't gonna get that at Vincent. You got a 45, 50-minute practice. Ain't no working on your game. JV got practice, freshman. Get the fuck out the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gone. We a fighter.
It's kind of different.
Yeah. Now, with a player reaching their peak, y'all, and we talk about this basketball, do we consider them overrated?
No, I don't. I don't consider Eric Madison overrated. R.I.P. Eric Madison. You do know he was the best 14-year-old in the country.
He was number one in the nation.
This over DeJuan Wagner, Tyson Chandler, all those dudes. I just think
like did he get better though?
With him. He was stronger, faster, bigger than everybody at his age.
He did get better. He did get better.
He came back to the city.
You said who?
He didn't get better.
That's what I'm saying. It's about getting better, right, High Shaw?
Yeah, he didn't.
But
get
I
better.
just think his skills didn't catch up with what his body was doing. You know, you could be young and your body just be physically way better than 14 and 15-year-olds.
But you know, once you play
He was a
varsity
grown man.
basketball as a young boy, you playing against 18 to 17-year-olds. And now your skill, your game got to get better over time. And that's what I mean about guys not knowing how to make them games better. Like I don't know no dude that just know how to do that shit by themselves. Most of the dudes got somebody to teach them, to help them, to make them better at their game, to build on their deficiencies. And I don't think Eric had that. If Eric would have had that, I think Eric would be one of the damn good players. And he a Vincent product.
Yeah, he sure is.
You know, he came to Vincent, and it was a culture shock because he thought he was going to play varsity as a freshman.
Oh, no.
We got Marshall Williams,
George.
boss.
Let me ask you this: who was the biggest add-on, Marcus Canigliaro or Deion James?
Who was the biggest what?
The biggest add-on.
I gotta go with Canigliaro because y'all won with him. I like Deion Game.
Yeah.
And he was just as good. But I think it's different playing with Marcus because Marcus played with us in the summer. So he already knew what to do.
Hold on, bro.
Hey, the
but
biggest add-on in city history was Tay. Tay Butter came to Vincent. That's the biggest.
Yeah, Tay Butter came to Vincent. For me, that's my biggest add-on. Tay Butter coming to Vincent.
That was heard of.
Yeah,
What
Tay Butter coming to Vincent.
Now, how that happened?
Tay Butter coming to Vincent or Danny Parker going to Washington. Now, I don't know y'all know about that team, but Danny was at Mesmer first, and then he went to Washington.
You see this, Highshaw? He was way closer to Jose than the world even realized.
There you go. There you
Who
go.
are you talking about? Billy?
No.
He talking about me?
He talking about you? Yeah.
I would.
Whoever said that is on the money.
They understand that comment, but I'm gonna give praises to Big Bro because y'all don't understand how many days as a sophomore I wanted to quit, and Big Bro took me under his wing. He showed me things. He showed me how to be a leader of a team, man. So I can like GB said, when Jose talk, you listen because he never coming at you. He always coming at you from a good spirited place, man. He helped me so much, and that's what I was trying to do. I just trying to fill his shoes. That's all I was trying to do.
Yeah,
I just trying to fill whole shoes. That's all I was trying to do.
See, hey, look, Highshaw. We came on the GB and booth, fam. You know, when we went upstate, we ordering 50-piece chicken wing. We got females in the hotel room, man. We just all out of whack, man. You know?
I said somebody sent them people from Nina to come fuck with us.
Hold on, man. Who is this dude that knew that Purdue was trying to recruit me? Hold on, man. Let me tell them Highshaw stories, man. Who is you?
Right here. Let me drop the truth on y'all real quick. Highshaw, man. He's
like
the
these
most
dudes. Like when Dave said that he was the top point guard in the Midwest our senior year. Like I know factually that was Marcus Taylor. You know what I'm saying? From Michigan, a dude from Michigan. The second dude was Amari Sawyer, a dude from Chicago who had a Puma contract when he was 12 years old. And so it's a magazine called Streets and Smith Basketball Magazine that used to be out when I was in high school. And it had the top 100 players in the Midwest. And it's only 3 dudes from Wisconsin. Well, 4 dudes from Wisconsin that was on there. That's Karan Butler. He was like 13 or 17. That's Mike Southall, the big 6'10 dude that from Randolph. He was mixed. He went to Western Kentucky, 7-footer. It's Scott Merritt, who was number 43 in the country, and it's G. Highshaw, who was number 91 out of top 100 players. And so I understand where Dave was coming from because I know Dave was getting recruited by Mike Jarvis. They really wanted him. He was that dude that's 6'3", you know what I'm saying? But my year when I went to Nike All-American Camp, the only dudes that was there was me, Barry Thompson, Brian, Scott Merritt, Karan Butler, and Sharif Chambers.
Look, he even know this. Drake wanted Highshaw too.
Absolutely, Drake wanted me. But what I tell you, Q-Bar, that shit become a business. So when Drake recruited me and they calling my phone, calling my grandmama house phone, my grandmama's 72 years old. She don't got no idea why a college is calling me. She's just like, baby, he outside. We was outside kids. I'm in the hood outside ripping and running. I never had nobody talk for me or talk to them. I should have signed with them my junior year. But my thinking was, I'm finna go to Nike All-American Camp. I made the media room. I'm playing with niggas like Carlos Hurt and Tyson Chandler on my team. I'm going to be able to go to like Ohio State and shit like that. You
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so let me tell you how political this shit is. I got interviewed by a magazine, Streets of Smith, and they asked me what was my dream schools. I did not mention Wisconsin or UW. When I go to visit Wisconsin and UW, Bo Ryan at UW, he tell me, why didn't you mention UWM as your dream school, but now you want to go here? Those are the exact same words.
Ooh. Yeah.
So when I tell people this shit is political, it's political once you after your senior year, boss. Right down to your senior year, right? I could have played D1 basketball because I played against D1 talent all the time. It just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? I don't trip off that. Like it was what it was. I didn't know the business of basketball. My family didn't know the business of basketball.
I got a question, my dog. Hey,
go ahead.
What's dude's name that had picked you and then he dunked on you?
Oh man, fuck you, man. Hey, that was little Chris Thomas who went to Notre Dame. Hey, so we playing Bloomington Red, right? Jared Jeffries' team. Jared Jeffries, Andre Owens, Chris Thomas. Chris Thomas went to Notre Dame. He was in the All-American game too, right? I'm like, I'm finna kill this young boy because he was a sophomore. I was a junior. First game of the play, you know, I like to do my iris to crossover. I crossed on him. He picked it, but I'm like, I'm finna go strip him. He waited for me. He went up and jammed it on me, man. He jammed it on me. But 30 points and 9 assists later, he said, dog, you can go. Hey, that little nigga was so quick. I imagine John C the rest of the game. I bagged him down the rest of the game to get down court.
That boy Sean May. Listen, that boy Sean May was woo-wee. Big dog.
Yeah, Sean May. Sean May was going at. Hey, QR, did you hear the story about GB almost killing himself going to a game when he jumped over the 100-foot wall and landed?
GB, what you on, bro? 100-foot wall.
That was
a 30-foot drop. Hey. This man jumped over and landed on his knees, dog. The shit was so hysterical, dog.
Hey, Q. They say you can play up for the championship game. I say, I run out to the lot. Now, when you get out to the lot, it's like big ass bus tunnel. But when you look, it look like it's a little
regular tunnel.
You in the parking lot, because the parking lot right there. Yeah. Man, I went jump over that ledge, boss. I look, I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? I try to grab the top of the brick. I just slide down. Oh, boom. 2 ladies, they like, oh my God, we gonna call the ambulance. I get up, bro. I can't walk. I'm like, damn, my legs fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I sit there, I think I was in shock. I get back up. I'm like, I'm moving. I'm like, damn, I'm straight. I run up the tunnel. Boom. This is the crazy part. I still got the keys to get in the van to get my shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go get dressed, bro. I'm scraped all up on my arms. I threw a long sleeve on, and that was one of the best games I ever played when I played up. I won MVP. We won the championship. All that shit. The shit was crazy.
Against who? Who was y'all playing against? Who y'all beat by 20 that game?
Yeah, we fucked them up, the shooters.
Yeah, Qmont, Kamar Davis, Devin Harris, Latrell Fleming, 2 Scoops, Corey Turrentine, all of them was on the same team. It was Marty team versus Playground. And so those were our rivals, Marty and them team. Man, when I tell you K Butter, GB, and Travis Diener was going crazy that game, Joe and Tucker too. They went crazy, dog. They went crazy.
Hey, look.
It was a certain pride we took with playing with Playground, dog.
I ain't even seen everybody else, but Travis Diener got the coldest run in summer. I'm telling you right now, man. His summer Q was wicked. Feel me?
You talking when y'all win Peace Jam?
When we won Peace Jam, Travis was dog. Telling you, bro.
So I'm finna tell you how they got the Peace Jam, right? The year before, we just got signed with Nike. My team with me, Scott Merritt, Deontay Moses, Freak, Tay Butter. We had just got signed with Nike, and we got invited to the Nike tournament in Orlando, and the top 64 teams. They had us at 62. What you think we did down there?
Hold that shit up.
We only lost in the championship game to Omar Cook and Riverside Church. Andre Sweet them. They beat us in the championship game. Every other game we beat niggas, man. We went down there. We went I think we went down there 10-1 or some shit like that. And then the next year they was like, well, y'all invitation to all the big tournaments. So I'm a junior. I can't play AAU no more. I'm talking to these niggas. They going to San Diego, Oregon, Virginia. They go to what's the big tournament GB was just talking about?
The Peace Jam.
Yeah. That big tournament, that big Nike tournament. They went down there and did their thing. But I always say like, I was glad that we was able to open the doors so my little bros them could get looks, and then all the other little bros them could get looks going forward. You know what I mean? Like I like to say we tried to lay that work down like the West Side Warriors did. One of the big teams from our state was when Damon, King, Cal, Rayford, all them used to beat teams with Chris Webber and them on there. You know what I'm saying? So we just tried to lay down that groundwork that, hey, we play a different type of ball here in Wisconsin and we can really go.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It was big.
Hey, Q, I love that y'all got to go to Hawaii, but I ain't going to be capping like I wasn't. Like, man, what the fuck?
Dog, Jay Wright and Jose just told me this when I was back in the mill, bro. I'm like, bro, I appreciate you. I got a chance to go to Florida, Hawaii.
I say fuck you niggas for being able to go to Hawaii. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, Nike gear, all type of shit,
valid.
man.
That was crazy.
I tell you that shit all the time, GB, y'all. Hi, sure. I really appreciate y'all motherfuckers, bro.
Hey, GB, remember Diener told us our senior year? You guys haven't did nothing. You can't get shooting shirts. Man, we had T-shirts on running out there after we took off our warm-ups. Like, oh, you ain't going to give us shooting shirts, huh?
Damn. Dog, that shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy,
y'all put in a lot of work, bro. Y'all boys, man. Like, I always tell people this story too, Hi Shaw. Now, I done watched Greg and Boo they whole senior year, dog. They went to an AAU tournament. GB, you remember when y'all played like Shannon Brown and Daniel Gibson them?
Yeah.
That's when it was like you, Boo. I think J.R. Morris was on that team. Y'all was stacked. Carl, yeah. Bro, I'm like, bro, these niggas is not even playing for real in the city conference, bro. Why they not playing like this back at home, bro? Remember,
because
that shit was easy, man.
It's a different spirit, right?
By himself at Vince.
Hey, GB can attest to this. The reason why he said I would have scored 25 if I would have went to a high school like North for Vince at Riverside, because he seen me average 20 AAU. He seen me average 20 and 10 on the circuit. All those guards that I faced that was supposed to be top notch, like that dude I told you about, Amari Sawyer, we played them in Chicago. I scored 8 on his ass so fast, they like, oh, we got to go zone. You know what I'm saying? That's why we talk about Amari Sawyer. But the coldest dude I seen from Chicago was a dude named Cedric Banks. He was a left hand, like 6'4" guard. The nigga had 4 dunks, 4 threes, 4 pull-up J's, and 4 layups on us. He was killing the shit out of us. We trying to put everybody on that dude. And that's the time when Tay Butter wasn't playing with us because he was playing strictly 16. So, like, it's crazy, these stories that we got. But that's why we like to talk to the younger dudes and let them know, like, a lot of times, like, you could be, somebody said James Hayes was underrated. James Hayes scored plenty 20-point games at Riverside, but nobody going to remember that because they lost so much.
Oh, yeah.
I scored plenty 8-point games at Vincent, and niggas remember me like I was that man because we won so much.
Me too, nice ball.
Yeah. So my thing was I always wanted to win over scoring. I'm a 0 and win guy rather than a 40 and lose guy.
Yeah.
I've always been that guy.
Yeah, bro. That's facts, bro.
A lot of niggas love to score, they ain't love to win, bro.
Yeah, a lot of niggas love to score, they ain't love to win. That's the big difference.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Oh, look at this one right here, Hi Shaw. I got my hands on some national scouting reports about GB. He straight up destroyed everyone in his path, no mercy.
So like he said, he didn't care about school and stuff. You do understand, I was a scholar athlete of the year for all sports, for all winter sports my senior year. Like, I wasn't city player of the year because that went to Deontay Moses. No way I was going to win that. The man averaged, he had like 3 games where he had 40 and 20. I respect him for being player of the year in the city conference. But I was scholar athlete of the year across all sports. I had a 3.7 accum at Vincent. If GB would have had my grades, we do know GB would have went to Kentucky, right?
Oh, yeah, they don't know that. Yeah, they don't know that.
Vincent, he would have went to Kentucky.
He would have went to Kentucky. And GB made a really good point yesterday, dog. But I don't know if GB want to share that, but he made a real good point yesterday. I think it was absolutely no reason why JB shouldn't have went to Kentucky.
Yeah.
No,
He
no,
was
no, no,
recruited
no, no.
heavily by
It wasn't
Kentucky.
no
We know who
listen.
he
No,
is.
no,
We
here
know
we go.
that was there, High Shaw. I ain't
It
trying to.
wasn't no reason that I shouldn't have been qualified to go D1. That's what I'm gonna
That's
tell
what it
you.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, I
is.
played all 4 of my years. I didn't work those years either. Hey, look, I remember I was ineligible to play the first playoff game against Nicolay. They drove to Madison, did everything they had to do to make it shake. I ended up picking Joe up a game. We go win it that year. But I say that to say, you know, how do they make that happen? But they can't make it happen for me to go where I need to go, boss.
Oh, my mama. That's
And I
fact.
never did work there, so don't cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see my
Fact.
man, what my man just said about Omar Cook? How
Which
they
one?
said they beat a team in Orlando that could have played at Rucker because I don't know. EC wouldn't know this, but Omar Cook was one of my good friends at Nike camp. He was a dude that, you know, he's from New York and he thought he was gonna go to the league. So he always used to like kick it with me, like holler at me, like, dog, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Milwaukee. Then y'all got black people there. That's what he used to say, right?
Yeah.
And so when I seen it, he was like, dog, you know what I mean? You know, we played against each other, like, dog, you nice. Like, because it was him, Talik Brown, and Andre Barrett, the 3 guards from New York. And he was like, dog, if you was in New York, you would be like in our category type shit. And so that's what I mean about the respect factor. It ain't the numbers and all that. When a dude like Omar Cook can remember, like, man, I know dude, I played against dude. That's just a respect factor, right? Because he a legend out of New York. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I like to tell dudes. When other hoopers give you respect, those NBA guys, those guys that was top levels, that's when you know you really put in the work. I just want to respect for my peers. That's all I wanted. I wanted to be like, oh yeah, don't act like dude was a scrub. That nigga gonna come with it. You gotta lace your shoes up when you go against them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Remember they used to call us the purple team, GB, because we always used to have purple jerseys. Like, man, y'all play that purple team from Wisconsin, whatever they from a playground or somewhere. You gotta come with it. They thought playground meant that we was really from the playground.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, Q, and take and vouch for this. The only time that I remember just getting my ass kicked real bad, we played against Rashad Caruth and them in a team in Atlanta.
Rashad Caruth, Georgia Stars.
They did us bad. You know what I'm saying? Tay Butter tell you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, bro, they shooting some half, calling it, talking to us real bad. You know what I'm saying?
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry,
I gotta get that up, bro. Like, that's the first time, Q, where I was like, damn. You know what I mean? Hey,
G,
everything you do, GB.
Hey, G, you remember when Gerald Wallace dunked on me in St. Louis?
Yeah, yo, look, you look. hey, you look like that picture when on Look Man.
Yeah, hey, dog, I stopped weak side helping for the rest of my career because of that, dog. Man, trying to come over weak side help on Gerald Wallace.
No, sir.
Man, listen.
Let me ask you this, High Shaw. I already asked GB this. Who did the T-Mac first? Greg Brown or T-Mac?
No more. You got 2 right here.
Remember GB did it against Madison in the playoffs?
GB did it because he's 6'1". He's 6'2". T-Mac 6'8", 6'9". And I'm going to tell you this. I remember the first time this knucklehead ass nigga dunked. It was after practice. Everybody was dunking. He like, man, I think I could do it. He throw the ball up, go get it in windmill. His first dunk. His sophomore year. I'm looking like, did this nigga just
That's why I GB. So when did T-Mac do it in the All-Star game?
I don't know.
It was 2001, I think. Or 2002. One of the two.
Damn.
I don't know. I was 02, so
that's an All-Star game. GB did that in the playoff game, boss.
I don't know when he did it.
That was a playoff game in traffic.
Hey, Q, if he did it before me, that shit was 2 weeks.
It was the 01, dog. They said it was 01 All-Star game.
Hey, listen, this the honest truth on that play. I told little Brandon Horton.
Yeah.
I said, I get by you. You let me get by you. I'm about to do something silly. And yeah, he reached, and the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? He was the only person that knew if I get by you, I'm finna do something silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rest of it was history.
Yeah. Hey, GB, you remember
Yeah,
what you told us, dog, your senior year, fam? When we seen the hallway, you had the cool grays on. You had you was crispy. You had the microphone fro, neat as a bitch, nigga. And we always hearing about pre-name, bro. We like, dog, what you gonna do against King, bro? Bro. Boom. You remember what you said, bro?
hell no, I know it was something. It had to be something in the neighborhood of shit. These boys in trouble.
Trouble, fam. Let me see. Who is this? Okay. Amani Sawyer, who Highshaw was talking about, did it also. I got the footage. Oh, he got the footage, Highshaw.
Yeah, Mari did that. Mari was nasty, dog. A lot of people don't know about Amari Sawyer. He played with Q-Man at
He was
DePaul.
valid. He was valid.
Yeah. Look, this is what he just said.
He
Amari
was valid.
Sawyer is Chicago's GB.
You gotta put it back on.
Yeah,
You agree with that, GB?
Amari was valid as hell, dog. Ask Chris Hill, who went to UWM. Chris Hill live up here now. Them dudes was he was valid, dog. He was a monster. And let me tell you something, dog. People don't know this. My junior year, when we was on the circuit that summer, I want y'all to understand the magnitude of what GB did. We went to tournaments, and GB played 15 under, 16 under, and 17 under.
This is facts.
When we played against Zach Randolph, them, I'm talking about, I'm killing these niggas so hard, Q-Bar, they double teaming me, right? We down one, end of the game. They put two dudes on me. GB get the ball. He like, G, come get him. Like, dog, you can do it. Go handle your business. He hit a nigga with the famous GB floater to win the game.
Hey, Q-Bar, that's when the GB was solidified, right?
Yeah, that's when the GB was solidified. We was at Cleveland State.
That was a big
I
moment.
said, dog, can't nobody stop that move, dog.
Yeah.
Can't nobody stop that move,
No,
dog.
yeah. They can't.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop that shit, bro. We called
ask,
it.
Ask
Bro, listen, we called that
Dwayne
shit
Wilson.
the GB,
he
bro.
said he's seen it so much and he heard about it. He started putting it in his game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So those are things that those are things that make me smile, because we used to have this argument all the time when dudes be like, oh, you so cold, why you ain't make it to the league? And I'd be like, dog, you know how hard it is to make it to the league?
NBA, bro.
Hey, Q, watch this though. Watch this, Q. That's a move, right? That's a move that they call a GB, right?
Yeah.
But that's really, right? That's the Mike on New York baseline dunk on Ewing. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where I got that from. You feel what I'm saying? So to have it called, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit speak. You know what I'm saying? I took that shit and mastered that shit, Q.
Or you want to go downstairs?
On my life, G. You did, bro. They call that shit the fucking GB, bro.
That's a fact.
I told you, bro, when we got on varsity, bro, like between Billy, Javon, and Nick and Willathon, them motherfuckers was arguing for number 31, bro. Like,
yeah. Hey, who was that? Who was that got posterized by Wes Matthews upstate?
Nick Pope, man. Nick Pope.
That was Nick.
Hey, yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
That was little bro, huh?
Hey, GB, yo, we was up, dog. And then Wes crunched that.
That was a momentum switcher right there, Q. That was nasty. That was nasty. That was nasty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think that shifted everything.
But see, you took an L to a pro though, an NBA player, man, a 15-year vet.
They had a good team both years, bro. They had a good team both years.
They was valid. They was valid. They was valid.
They was really valid, bro. And it was very well coached too, though.
Who said they played against? Somebody said I hit a nigga with the GB against Clark in the championship game. Hell no.
What else there?
And I know Clark too, because I used to play against Clark.
Right here. I hit a nigga with the GB against Clark in the championship.
That's cold, dog. That's cold. Hey man, it was great to talk to y'all, but I gotta get my shorty together, man.
Okay, yeah, man.
Love, hey, man. Love, family.
IGB, y'all.
Yeah.
Love, baby.
Love, yeah. Oh man, it's always a good time, man. Just talking about that, man, and it just I don't know, dog. Just bringing up like just talking about the stories, man. I'm man. Usually I read more comments than this, man, but I didn't want to mess up the flow. You know, they had a lot of good stories. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully some of y'all didn't take this shit so personal. You know what I'm saying? But man, great stories, man. And this is why I do the podcast, man, so people can know their history and stuff, man. Today's Sunday, man. I know it feel good, man. Go barbecue, go to the movies, man. Spend time with your family. And make sure y'all have a good day. And don't forget, man, make sure y'all tune in, like, comment, and subscribe to the Barcode Podcast 414. I really appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the engagement, the comments. You know, y'all bringing up, stories as well. Um, Episodes drop every Monday. Make sure y'all tune in. And I really appreciate y'all, man. What's going on, cuzzo, man? DeMarcus Mitchell, man. Q Bar, what's going on? Jonathan Boyd, what's going on, man? I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all tune into the Gift for Gab podcast as well, man. My boy, man. Yep, love, bro, man. I really appreciate y'all. But and before y'all leave, man, just go ahead and share this live. Go ahead and share this live to y'all page. It's easy. Boom, press share. You know what I'm saying? So, people can hear these stories, man. You never know who on your timeline want to watch what we just talked about. So do me a favor, share. I appreciate everybody who donated stars. I appreciate y'all. Seeing my little sister Yonda. She donated stars and other. I'm gonna go through this. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Love. Q Bar out, man.